Look, let's not kid ourselves. Billionaires today are the hottest topic because they're either the engine driving us forward or the biggest roadblock holding us back. And yeah, it's frustrating as hell to see a handful of people with more money than entire countries while the rest of us scramble to keep up. The real question we all wrestle with, whether we say it out loud or not, is, are these billionaires actually pushing innovation or just hoarding wealth and making inequality worse? Because at this point, it feels like both are true, and that contradiction is a trap designed to paralyze you. But here's the brutal truth. Waiting for someone else to fix this, will get you nowhere. You have to cut through the noise and get sharply strategic. First, stop blaming billionaires as some faceless enemy from another planet. They're just people who figured out how the system works, and they play it hard. Your frustration? It's legit. The system is rigged to reward hoarders and gatekeepers who stop real innovation from happening unless it's good for their bottom line. But whining about fairness won't erase that. You've got to become the force that reshapes that system. Not by overthrowing, but by outbuilding, outthinking, outlinking. Scrutinize how these billionaires got there. 9 times out of 10, it's about where they placed their bets, who they connected with, and how brutally they picked what to scale. Most founders and investors fail because they get distracted by trying to please the masses or follow outdated rules. You? Forget that noise. Narrow your focus on people and ideas that are 10 times, that are borderline insane, that the rest won't touch because it's too risky or too different. Here's a raw, overlooked game changer. Stop chasing good enough markets that these billionaires already own and stop pouring money into status quo businesses. Instead, search for fractured problems and neglected markets where the overlap of tech, culture, and global shifts create chaos and opportunity. Smell that? That's the fertile ground for breakthroughs that no billionaire can control yet. Mobility beyond borders, rethinking work, redefining value, that's where you flip the board. But you gotta do it with fierce collaboration among a chosen few who get it, not herd mentality. Build relationships with founders and investors who don't settle and hate complacency as much as you do. Cut ties with the noisemakers and status quo keepers. They'll drag you down. Don't just chase unicorns. Create them by combining sharp capital with relentless autonomy. Fund the founders who hustle with a vision to upend markets, not just chase exits. Push for meritocracy so power follows real performance, not old connections or prestige. Demand transparency, radical alignment, and shared stakes. If the billionaires of tomorrow can't prove they build value beyond just money, they won't get your backing. And here's what separates the winners from the frustrated. Understand that capitalism isn't broken because of billionaires. It's broken because most people have forgotten how to use it for real transformation. Capitalism must fund the impossible, the daring, the new. Become that person who thinks globally, acts autonomously, and creates dynamic networks where speed, trust, and merit rule. Stop hoping the system works for everyone. It never did. Accept it and move swiftly in your own lane. So, instead of raging at billionaires as villains or heroes, use the power you have. Get obsession level clear on your vision. Sharpen your deal making to a razor's edge. Build exclusive tribes that push each other relentlessly. Invest only where you see the future unfolding, not where the crowd is blindly following. And never stop challenging everything, even your own beliefs, because only by doing that will you do more than just survive. You'll build what comes next. The truth is out there, and billionaires aren't stopping it. They're just one part of the problem and one part of the solution. The rest, that's on you. Step up or get ready to watch the same cycle repeat. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to discover more.